Hello lovelies! Welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft series. For today's episode, I'm actually going to jump straight into what we're going to be doing today because I have a lot of work ahead of me. So let's jump straight into it. So to start off today, we're actually going to take a little walk over here to this little hill here, which as you all may remember, there is a secret door here where our villagers are hiding. Oh, hello. So, many episodes ago, I got some villagers and made this lovely little space for them. Oh my goodness, hello. Stop harassing me. God. And although this place is very cute and cozy, it's gotten pretty cramped for them, especially since they started breeding with each other and there's now an iron golem in here. There's not a whole lot of space for them. So today we are going to start working on a pretty big project actually, and that is to build these guys their own village. Now this is something that I've actually planned to do from the very beginning with these villagers. But I knew that this was going to be a super time-consuming project, so I just hadn't been able to start on it until now. I've always really liked the idea of building a cute little custom village for villagers, but just never really got the chance to do it. So that's what we're going to do today, or at least get it started. So if we walk over this way, over towards our bunny garden, you can see that we have a nice, lovely open space, perfect for a village. Now obviously this place is going to need a lot of work before it becomes a full-on village, and I'm definitely not going to be able to get it done all in one episode. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is definitely some terraforming around here. On the surface it might look fine, but if you take a closer look at things, there's some huge holes around the place, lots of unevenness around, as well as a bunch of stone from this mountain that's over here. So as always, I'm going to do a bunch of terraforming around here, and I will get back to you all once I've finished. Alright, so as you can see, this area is looking a lot nicer now. There are still some areas around here that I definitely want to work on a little more, but the areas that I plan to work on today are looking a lot nicer. So to just hop down here, I can show you where I plan to place the first building around here. And I'm thinking I'm gonna build it right over here. For a lot of these villager buildings though, I'm either looking on Pinterest or YouTube tutorials to help give me an idea of what kind of style I want to go for. And for our first house, I'm going to build a cute little farmhouse. Because I have two lovely farmer villagers so far and I trade with them all the time. And I'm just kind of in the mood to build a cute little farmhouse right now. So for this farmhouse, I will be following a tutorial. Because as always, people just build really cute things and I want them in my world. So I guess it's time to get to building. Ta-da! So I may have gone a bit overboard after building the farmhouse. I was going to stop just at the farmhouse, but yeah, I kind of did a lot. I did plan on showing off the farmhouse before starting in anything else, but there was a while where I wasn't able to actually record anything, so I just decided to work on some other things in the meantime. So, like I mentioned before, I did end up following a tutorial for this beautiful farmhouse here. I love the windmill, it's so cute. There are also plenty of little crops around, like lots of hay bales, some little gardens, and of course a well to get the water from. And I actually plan on making a bigger farm around here, maybe even the back here. I haven't really decided yet. And then if we want to go in the front of the house, we have some little carrots here in a basket. And this is the inside. I did take a lot of inspiration from the tutorial build, but there's a couple things I added myself in here, including these adorable paintings on the wall, which I completely forgot I had a texture pack for, because I haven't used paintings until now. And of course we have some beds for when our villagers will be staying in here. And they have some composters so they can get to work in here. And of course, plenty of storage for any of their belongings. You know, it's not fair that the villagers get a bigger and nicer house than I have currently. But to be fair, there's gonna be multiple people living in here though, and I just live by myself. So I guess that's fine. Plus, these villagers deserve somewhere nice to stay while they're trapped. Staying in this lovely home. So I'm actually not going to move any villagers into this house just yet. I'm going to keep them where they are until the village is almost completely finished, because I want to make sure that they are going to be very, very safe in it. And right now this is not safe. So the only other things I've done is obviously make a lovely pathway starting out throughout the village here. I did struggle a bit with the path, but I think I got it figured out. I like how this looks. It really makes me want to redo all my other paths around here, but that would take so long. So that's why we're not going to do that today. But maybe another day we'll do that. So as you can see, the pathway leads over to this lovely tree here, which is actually crazy to me because I think this is the biggest oak tree I've ever seen. And I got it first try. I was originally going to build something different for the center of the village, but I think this tree looks pretty nice for now. Plus we have the bell hanging from it. So there is one more thing I would like to do in today's episode. I actually planned on leaving the episode here with just building the farmhouse and the pathway, but I kind of really want to build another villager house. So I think right here would be a lovely spot for a library, because we have a lot of librarian villagers and they're definitely going to need a place to stay. And since they're one of the two kinds of villagers I'm going to be interacting with a whole bunch, we're going to place them near the entrance of the village. So, once again, I guess it's time to get building.
Yeah.
Look at our lovely little library. Doesn't it look so cool? I'm actually super happy with how this turned out. Now, of course, I can't take all the credit because I did end up following a tutorial for this building as well from the same creator that created that building. So they look very similar. But they should look similar because they're meant to be part of the same village. So now to take a little tour of our lovely library. As you can see, I ended up putting a nice little bookshelf sign right in the front so everyone knows that this is the library. I also ended up doing the same thing for our farmhouse over here because I forgot to do it earlier. So it has a hay bale to signify that this is a farmhouse, if you couldn't tell by all the crops and the windmill. As for the inside, doesn't it look so cute in here? Now, just like with the farmhouse, I did end up taking a ton of inspiration from the original tutorial video, but I did move a couple things around just to personalize it a tiny bit. But just to show you all around a little bit, so as you can see over here, we have a nice little reading corner. We have some table and chairs so our villagers to sit and read their books. We also have this lovely balcony here that looks out at an amazing view out here actually. I am very jealous of the view that these villagers will have. And because I realized that you can jump on top of these, I ended up putting a trap door here so the villagers can't escape. But I can if I wanted to. And I am just now realizing that these bushes I put here is a direct staircase for monsters to come in. Ugh. I'm gonna have to fix that. Well, I'll deal with that later. Anyway, so we also have a ton of bookshelves here as well as another lectern. And I also have these chiseled bookshelves scattered around here because I actually completely forgot that these existed. So maybe I'll have to write up some books and store them in here. Or maybe we can keep our enchanted books in here. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We also have this little staircase that leads up to this nice little balcony here, where of course we have more books and another empty bookshelf and some storage. I also have some more adorable paintings placed around from my texture pack, and it looks like they have a bunch of notes posted around here because they're very smart, so they need to write lots of notes. So if we come down the stairs, you'll see that we have this nice little living quarters for our villagers. So it is a little cramped in here, I'll admit, but I'm sure it's okay. And we basically just had a bunch of beds around for them, including a bunk bed, which I hope we don't have some sort of accident with. And if we go up this ladder here, they have this lovely little loft area here where they can do some more research on their lecterns or just store some more books. And yeah, that's about it. There's not a whole lot to show off, but I just wanted to show the little details of everything. And the only other thing that I ended up doing is I extended our pathway here to extend that way. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to have over here, but we'll eventually figure it out. I don't know how much of the plan I'm going to have for the layout of this village. I might just take it one building at a time and work my way up from there, because I've never done this before. And with that, I think I'm going to end this episode here. I have spent way too long on these two villager houses, and I haven't even gotten close to finishing the full thing. I can't even imagine how long it's going to take me to finish this whole village. But I guess that's why I'm starting it now, so we can slowly work on it in the background. Regardless, I'm actually really happy with how this village is looking so far, even if it's just a few buildings and a tree. If any of you lovelies have any ideas or things to add to our little village here, please let me know in the comments below. And let me know what you think of our village so far. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night/day, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye! Boop! think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah, I think it is. Yep.